Warning. Warning.
This show contains mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
One angry New York City Puerto Rican decided to start a radio show, determined to piss the world off by shoving a mirror in front of society's face. He kicked them in the balls.
What are you? Who are you?
This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show. Crotch Shot Radio Show.
This is not a test. This is a broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air.
And now, the Whippy.
Yo, welcome to the Crowd Shot Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. We are on an active war against bullshit. We will do anything and everything to expose bullshit. The ends sometimes justify the means. So if you're angry and want the truth exposed, then strap in and prepare to be shocked. This is Smash Mouth Talk. If you can't accept that, then fuck off. I'm your host, Louie B. I takes no shits from nobodies. I actually expose the bullshit of society and put it into nicely easy to digest chunks for you. Today won't be any different because today it is one of those days that I just get inspired. I read this article. And DJ Bad Guy will probably have some colorful language. He's in the chat room right now. DJ Bad Guy will probably have some colorful words about this. As a lot of you may know, I live in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, born and raised. And there's a public pool near me that I go frequent to work out, to swim. And the one thing that has always pissed me off, that's always annoyed me, because of how unfair it is, is the women's only swim. They have women's only hours to swim, and it's not because we need to protect the women. It has nothing to do with wanting to protect women. No, it's all because the Hasidic Jewish women, their religion states that they can't be in the same vicinity of swimming, in the same vicinity as men. Let me read this article from the NBC New York, and I will give you my opinion. A New York City municipal pool that maintains female-only hours so that the Hasidic Jewish women can swim with no men present has raised alarms among critics who say the accommodation to a particular religious group violates the constitutional separation of church and state. Okay, we got some. Yes. I love you people from the Bahamas. Black people leave a film on the pool water. Check the pool traps. Okay. That's what he said. Alright. I should really not read his comments out loud. So anyways, but defenders say that the women's only swim sessions at the Metropolitan Recreation Center give women whose community separates the sexes a rare chance to exercise. Why deprive them, said New York State Assemblyman Don Hickhind, a Democrat who represents a heavily Orthodox Jewish district in Brooklyn. Really, you're not taking away from anyone else. Bullshit. The Rex, you know what, I'm just going to have to, break this down, fucking, you know, like fucking which paragraph by paragraph here. Why deprive them? Okay, we're talking about the Hasidic Jews are a sect of Jews. A recent article came out how they are very rich. They can build their own facilities. They are basically imposing their religious beliefs on other people. Oh, we can't swim with men, so a public pool that my taxes, your taxes, because this is New York City Department of Parks and Recreation. Your taxes pay for it. On top of that, you can't just go into the pool willy-nilly. You have to spend $75 for 6 months or $150 for the year. So really think about that. You are paying money and you can't use the facilities, like the full facilities, anytime. They, like, if you're a man, you're paying 100% of the price, but you're not getting 100% of the time to use it. So, I mean, if that's the case, if I'm not allowed to use the pool at a certain hour, then maybe I should get a fucking discount. Oh no, that's wrong, man. Like, shouldn't get the preferential treatment, and why are they paying less? You know why? Because I can't use the fucking pool whenever it's open. There's a certain time I can't use the pool. So I deserve a discount. So, okay. The rec center in Brooklyn's Williamsburg neighborhood has apparently kept the women's-only pool hours since the 1990s. You know why? Because the Hasidic Jews are very politically strong. They're politically strong because they go out and they vote. They get their own people in. They have the money to fund. And the Latinos that were mostly in the neighborhood were poor. The reason why this is becoming a problem now is because we have new people. We have gentrifiers came in, and now it's becoming a problem. Now it's a problem that now that the politicians are willing to listen to. When it was us Latinos saying, "Yo, this is not fair," they told us to shut the fuck up, darky. Pretty much. But the practice only came to the attention of a wider public when someone complained about it to the city's Commission on Human Rights. No, okay. When someone of a different higher tax bracket and a lighter hue brought it up, don't think that this isn't anything else like that. Let poor Louis focus. Commission spokesman Seth Hoy said it received an anonymous tip a few months back that the indoor pool might be violating the city's human rights law, which bans sex discrimination in public accommodations. Hoy said the commission reached out to the city's Department of Parks and Recreation to discuss its pool policies. According to Hickine, the swimming pool staffers then started telling the Hasidic women that the female-only hours would be discontinued on June 11th, which would have been a Saturday. A number of women called my office very distraught, Hickine said. And a new pool schedule without women's hours was posted, but the change was reversed after Hickine and others complained. Oh, we kowtow to a fucking to another religion. We will impose other people's religious beliefs on you. That's basically what they're saying. You know what? Fine. Let the women have let the Hasidic women have their swim time. Give me a fucking discount. Give me a discount. Then I'll shut up. I mean, it's only fair, right? So, like, and honestly, and I'm gonna tie everything in to every fucking topic. It's so fucking. I got it planned loveliness. So, yeah, the city parks department said in a statement that is reviewing its policy, but the women's only sessions on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings and Sunday afternoons will remain for now. Brooklyn Pool's women's only hours are unusual but not unique. Seattle offers women-only swimming at several municipal pools, and the Minneapolis suburb of St. Louis Park promises no males allowed at its all-female swim. But civil libertarians say restricting men's access to public pools to a public pool is wrong. You know what? And I'm going to take this another step further. This is further criminalizing men for being men. I am fucking tired. I am fucking tired of being criminalized because I'm a man. I've never raped a woman. I've never gone in and just said, "Oh yeah, you got some nice titties." Like, no. Yes, there are some men that do it. And yes, people need to be protected from degenerates. But you can't stop them. You can't. You can only prosecute them afterwards. You want to stop them, you want to discourage them, then make the penalties stronger. If you rape a woman, then you know what? You do life in prison. And I'm tired of this because I've never done it. No one I've known has. I don't know a rapist. I don't know anyone that would think it would be cool to smack a random woman in the ass and sexually assault them on the street. I don't know not one fucking man. I wasn't raised that way. My father never taught me to say, "Yo, you know what? You know how to get a girl? You fucking squeeze her titties." No. I'm tired of being demonized because I'm a man. I'm tired of this. Now, let's talk about this transgender thing. Well, let me finish this article so that way there's New Yorkers have every right to limit their swimming in accordance with their religious belief, but they have no right to impose a regime of gender discrimination on a public pool, says Donna Lieberman, executive director of the New York Civil Liberties Union. The controversy could be awkward for Mayor Bill de Blasio. I was trying to make fun of his name. Mayor Bill the Douchebag, a Democrat who relies on the support of New York's growing ultra-Orthodox community. And you know what? This is where us as a Latino community have fucked up. This is where we fucked up. We didn't seize political power. We didn't go for political power. By the way, thank you for whoever clicked like. Feel free to like, share this show. After this show is over, it will be on YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, and wherever fine podcasts are downloaded. So Bill de Blasio, who has championed transgender rights, was asked last week whether anybody who identifies as female would be welcome during women's only pool hours. He declined to answer directly, saying only that the city's reviewing that issue. Aha, ha ha. So, let's say I identify as a woman. Let's say I feel like, hey, how's about this? How's about this as a test? I go through the men's locker room. I change into my swimsuit, and I go out, and I'm like, oh well, right now I identified as a man in the locker room, but now that since I'm in the pool during women's hours, I identify as a woman. You can't kick me out, or you're violating my rights. And you know, I've had transgender, I had the androgynous supermodel Rain Dove on here to talk about the bathroom policy and the bathroom thing. And look, I'm tired of, like, you know, I respect people. I respect people's personal decision to whether they feel like calling themselves a man, woman, whatever. But I truly believe that gender is binary. The fact that they say, you know, oh, gender's a social construct. No, gender is genetic. What if I freaking identify as a fucking attack helicopter? I just destroyed the village just now. Yeah. Oh, I just destroyed another village. I'm an attack helicopter. Can I use a women's only swimming pool as an attack helicopter? Or is that like can you assign a sex to an attack helicopter? I'm not saying that. DJ Bad Guy wants me to say the N-word, and it's just, yeah, I don't just say it just to celebrate it. It's like, oh well, you know, N-word. Okay, so like, you know, I don't agree. Like, and that's another thing. As a libertarian, fine, you say you're a woman, you say you're a man, you start wearing clothes. That still doesn't give you the right to impose your beliefs on other people and basically force people to accept you. If you're running a business, and I mean, that's one thing. If the free market is forcing you to have to comply, you could either choose, hey, I need the business, so I'm going to do this. If you're a private entity, like a store or whatnot, and you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna, my bathroom policy is this. And the one thing that I agree with Rain about this, and I just said it, if that happens, then there should be stiffer penalties. If someone is raped in the bathroom during this gender mixing. And just because you but the thing is, just because you went through surgery and either removed your tits, installed some tits, cut your dick off, or whatever, or whatever in between, or started taking hormone therapy, and you made yourself look like a different gender, and I forgot the point I was going. Like, you don't have the right to make someone accept you. See, that's the whole problem. I mean, these transsexuals, gays, whatever, other people with certain beliefs, the only right they have is to not get fucked up. Is to not have someone punch them in the face for looking a certain way, dressing a certain way, having certain opinions. Like, who gives... I can't even look at the chat room. I'm sorry. I got the freaking degenerates in my chat room right now. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way, but fuck. I can't. You guys have fun in the chat room. I'm just done. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna regulate my own chat room in this. But Yeah, I got a coworker listening, so a big shout out to Steve. He's listening live. In fact, let me give a shout out to Zarko, Shillbilly, listening, DJ Bad Guy, and everybody else. Feel free and email me at crotchshotradio@yahoo.com if just tell me what's up, or follow me on the Twitters at LouisB1. And I just wanted to go back to talking about what I was talking about on Saturday, my last show. Like, again, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not. He's for continuing the Patriot Act. He's for continuing these fucking illegitimate ass wars. I don't trust Trump. I don't. But I'm not gonna be like, he's racist. He's a racist. The fact that people can't answer how's he racist or why you don't like him. Oh, because of everything he says. Stop being fucking lazy. If you're gonna protest somebody, if you're gonna protest someone, have some fucking specific facts. I don't like Hillary Clinton. You know why? She's a liar. She covered up her husband's real rapes. The fact that she got people killed in Benghazi. The fact that it's like there's so much shit on Hillary out there. I just rattled off a few off the top of my head. I'm not supporting Bernie Sanders because he obviously doesn't understand economics. With that being said, I'm probably not voting for anyone because not even anyone in the Libertarian Party has wowed me. Like they don't have the Ron Paul factor. Ron Paul said, "Get us out of Iraq and Afghanistan. Shut down every fucking army base. Bring all our troops home. That'll save us some money. Shut down the Federal Reserve. Have the Treasury print its own money. So that means our money wouldn't have debt attached to it because the Federal Reserve, which is not a government agency, as some of you may know, they charge a certain amount of interest on every dollar they print. That's how they make their money, and that's where our income taxes go to. The income taxes that they force us to pay, even though it's unconstitutional. Income tax is unconstitutional. I mean, but that's the shit that Ron Paul was saying, and it was like, yes. That is true. He was even talking about shit that he could actually do as president. All these people, they're talking about some extra shit that they will have to ask permission. They're basically saying, I promise to ask permission from Congress to be able to pull this shit. Nah, I can't stand Gary fucking Johnson. I mean, that's another libertarian guy that fucking disappointed me, man. I mean, like God. I guess I'm slowly but surely becoming a volunteerist. Cuz obviously naturally I just don't fucking agree with statism. Right? Shillbilly is gonna. All right, well, whatever. I'm not even. I gotta stop looking at the chat. Okay, I gotta stop looking at this fucking chat. But and then okay, and this whole thing with these people, these like Hillary, Bernie Sanders supporters physically attacking Trump supporters, ripping their signs, smacking them, punching them in the face. Which, honestly, I've seen the video. Bunch of fucking weak ass motherfuckers that can't even drop nobody. They're just doing sucker punches and fucking, just running by, punching people in the face. Real brave. Real fucking brave. I mean, which is why I came up with this idea on, losing some weight by fighting stupid liberals. Like, honestly, it's like punching a practice dummy, because these guys can't hit hard back. You're training to block and kick and all that, but you hit them harder. Honestly, if Trump supporters were as violent as the Bernie Sanders supporters, freaking all these Trump rallies where these assholes are protesting the Trump supporters or Trump would look like Jonestown with all the fucking bodies. You're racist. How? Because he says he doesn't want illegals coming in here? I mean, and the fact that they exposed the fact that Bill Clinton was saying the same shit when he was running. Can someone tell me? Have you seen that video? I've seen that fucking video. And and this is the problem with society. You have an opinion, and people try to fucking destroy you. Oh, you're not thinking. It's this whole fucking group think. If you don't think the same, and people get pissed off when you say, "Oh, I'm not fucking voting." I can't fucking with any good conscience vote for anybody, and I don't do that. Voting for the lesser of two evils. No. How's about we don't vote for evil this time? How's about we have a candidate that's like Ron Paul, that like someone that's would be on the right side of history, not because we settled. That's the fucking problem. This society's so fucking lazy that it settles. I settled for this husband. I settled for my wife. And then you fucking wonder why it only lasts 2 years. I'm going to settle on this government. And then you wonder why you don't got no goddamn freedom. Then you wonder why fucking political correctness is running amok. How people might hurt my feelings. And I said this story before. Growing up in public school, whenever I was called fat, the teacher wouldn't be like, you don't bully, don't make fun of people because of their weight. No, the teacher turns to me and is like, have you thought about losing weight? Don't impose. Don't impose your fucking beliefs on other people. And and the fact is, these attacks, these violent attacks, you're just creating more Trump supporters, people that don't like that type of shit. Like, honestly, normal people, when you back them in a corner, they're gonna fight, and they will probably fuck you up. You're gonna piss off Whitey. Oh, and and the balls on you fucking waving Mexican flags in America. The balls on you. And you're so fucking immature. Like, I've seen this video where, you see this black woman just smacking her ass, like mooning people with Trump signs. Oh yeah, honey, that black girl really made a good point. I'm gonna vote for Bernie Sanders because she literally showed me her ass. That changed my mind. Gosh darn it, I was gonna vote for Trump, but I was getting called a pinche pendejo by a Mexican kid. That totally changed my mind. Oh my goodness, I'm such a racist. I can't believe it. Even though I'm against illegal immigration, even though I'm for protecting my borders, which is the same thing Ron Paul said, which is the same thing Clinton said. I'm gonna build a wall while I'm getting my dick sucked. Nah, let's just punch people in the face, show them our ass, curse them out. That's a very effective form of debate. Like, I love asking people, how is Trump racist? Oh, he just is. How? What did he say that was racist? Oh, about Mexicans. Okay, exactly what he said about Mexicans. Was he talking about illegal or the ones here? Like, honestly, people with it, if people are so accepting of like illegal immigration, leave your door open and let anyone just fucking come in and take up residence and start driving up your water bill, driving up your electrical bill, and try to kick them out and be like, no, you're racist. Why are you trying to kick me out? So, anyways, that's pretty much all I really wanted to get off my chest, because I gotta go to sleep. Gotta wake up early, and yeah. All right, time to plug my bullshit. I got a show coming up next month, July 5th at Comic Strip Live in New York City. It's an audition show. It's hopefully I get passed through and get a residency at this place and start performing regular comedy shows. Feel free, go to check it out. It's July 5th at Comic Strip Live. The address is 1568 2nd Avenue, New York City, 10028. All the information is on my Facebook page, facebook.com/LouisBComedy. Please like and subscribe. Please tell your friends about this show. And email me what topics you would like me to cover. It's I'm a libertarian, so I obviously have a lot of opinions. Email me at crowdshotradio@yahoo.com or just tweet it to me at LouisB1. I'm also on Instagram at LouisB1, so feel free and follow me there. And as always, from my house to your house, mahalo.
That's the end of my show. Donk.